it's your boy Nate Grams, man. You tuning in to More Than Rap TV. I got a dope guest. He's an
For sure.
artist, songwriter, performer, MC, producer, engineer, father. My boy, Jvmes. What's the word, bro? How you feeling?
What's the word? What's the word?
Man, thanks for coming on the show, man. We're gonna get right into it. So, how does it feel to open up your own recording studio, bro? How do that feel, man?
Stressful.
You said
Even gonna
stressful?
lie to you, it's a lot going on. Got a lot of kinks I'm working out, but it's coming together though.
For
My
sure.
goal, I'm opening next month. I'm not sure what day for sure, but I know I'm gonna open next month.
Yeah, salute to you, man. I'm proud of you, man. Keep doing your thing. That's dope, man. So I know
For
you
sure,
got
man. I
a lot.
appreciate that.
You got a lot of projects out. You got like a lot of albums, a lot of mixtapes. So my question for you is, how do you reinvent yourself again and again with music?
So the way I reinvent, pretty much life be changing. So I just adapt to whatever life going through at the time. I just make music based on my reality and what I see and what's around me.
Okay, I feel it. I feel that. So you've been doing music for like over 20 years, man. Probably longer than that. So
Yeah.
what motivates you to keep pushing like with the music, man, and keep going and stay consistent like with your drive and stuff?
The fact that it's always fun. That's what that's what it's really about. Like I'm just doing me, having fun with it. The moment that it stopped being fun, I'm not sure where to go from there, but I'm definitely having fun. As long as I can keep feeling that enjoyment, that same way I felt as a youth doing it, I still feel that same way today. So, and even watching my favorite artists that I grew up listening to, they 20 plus years in, still making new music. Like Common dropped a new album last year, stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's fire. That's dope. That's dope, man. Like I've been knowing you for years, man. You've been consistent. I seen you recording at cribs. Now you got your own studio. That's dope. And
for sure,
I know
for
you got
sure.
I know you got a single out called "On a Low." So what inspired that single? Like, and how was that creative process for that single? Like the
So,
backstory behind that.
so the backstory for On the Low, pretty much, you seen, I know you seen the movie How High. Everybody's
Yeah,
seen
I
How
seen
High.
that. Yeah,
So, it's this song that was on the soundtrack. It's called Round and Round by Jonelle and High Tech. And I was just like, it'd be cool. I never heard nobody sample it. So I'm like, I'm gonna just, take a crack at it. And that was pretty much the inspiration for that. So I was like, yeah, I think I could sample it, do something with it. And that's how I ended up doing On the Low.
for sure. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope. I know you just dropped the album. Letter to Who. So like,
Yeah.
what's your favorite songs off that album, and how was that whole like creative process surrounding the whole album? Like, and what
So
producer did you work with for that whole project?
so for that project, most of that was done by it's a producer that I locked in with, his name Majestic Bands. I ended up linking in with him, and then it's another guy. His name is Armani DePaul. He did the beat for On the Low, and then yeah. So and then my favorite songs from man, I think my favorite song is "Give Me Honey." That's probably my favorite song on there. I ain't never really did nothing like that. I never rapped nothing like that before, and that beat was produced by my homie Sheik. He gave me that beat. I just told him to sample "Honey" by Erica Badu, and that's what he came
Okay,
up with. And
okay,
I was like, I ain't never heard no beat like this before. So it kind of challenged me to do something different on it. So that's one of my favorite songs from that album.
okay. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope, man. I'm glad you try to do something different, switch the floor up, be more versatile, show people that you
Yeah,
can do different things with it. My next question my next question is to you. I know you produce and you engineer, so like, if you
yeah.
only had to do one, well, like, what would that be? Producing and engineering, if you could choose just one. Like,
If I could choose one, it'd be engineering
okay, why is that?
because engineering is more work. Like as far as me producing, it's like, all right, I make the beat, you got the beat. I could literally just wipe my hands from it, I could walk away from it. But with engineering, it's like I'm responsible for the sound. I'm responsible for, how the mix come out or if the artist need to like maybe you should say this way or you know what I'm saying? Like it's more creativity involved in that process.
For
So
sure.
that's if I could pick one, I would just pick engineering.
I feel that. So you've been
Yeah.
engineering for a long time, bro. Like, I know you've been like
Yeah.
working with a lot of different artists. Like, who's been like some of your favorite artists to work with since you've been engineering and like being in the studio? Like, who's been some of the people like your favorite people to work with, like that's easy going, feel me? Like it's easy to work with and stuff like that.
One of my favorite artists to work with, her name is Shay. Um, she got like a old school kind of feel. It's like boom bap, but modern, if that makes sense. Like she not getting on the track talking about just popping coochie and shit.
I
And
feel that.
then let me see who else. Who else? My homie Tsunami Red. I like Tsunami Red because Tsunami Red, like, it's authentic music. Like everything that he rapping about, I seen him live it. So he ain't getting on no mic capping. So I know him for real. So yeah, them probably my favorite too to record.
I definitely feel that, man. That's fire, man. That's fire. Cause I know I know you work with like millions of artists, man. Like you work with different artists, so I know
Yeah,
sometimes it be stressful though dealing with different personalities. Like, and it's cool
yeah,
too, cause
yeah,
you
yeah,
so
definitely.
so how do you feel about like the current state of music right now, as far as music, like right now, like
Um, how I feel about the current state of music right now, I feel like, well, you mean like hip hop music or just music in general?
I'm talking about like music period, hip hop, R&B, pop, all that, everything, just music
So,
period.
so if we're talking about music, period, I think we're in a dry spell right now, and I think the reason why we're in a dry spell is because everybody's so focused on doing this TikTok. Like, I need to make my song go viral and all of it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if we could just get back to appreciating the art for what it is instead of just trying to purposely make something that goes viral, then maybe, you know what I'm saying, it'd
For sure.
be different, you know?
For sure. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I look at you like a legend, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man, because you've been doing so much. Like you got a lot of projects out.
I
I just see you
appreciate
come
that.
from the bottom. I just see you come from nothing to something, bro. Really, I seen it with my own eyes. So, do you consider yourself a Dalton legend though? Right now, like if you would say,
Well, to be honest with you, it all depends on who you ask, but I would consider myself one, but the only reason why is because like you said, I've been doing this for a long time. Like I was doing it when nobody thought it was a thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in high school passing out my mixtapes and stuff like that. And people ain't understanding, like they wasn't getting it. It's like this nigga trying to rap. Like wasn't nobody like understanding because at that time, like it was right before drill. Like drill had popped, yeah, but I'm talking like 2009, 2010, before Chief Keef and them passing out mixtapes. Like it wasn't really an avenue. A lot of people didn't think it was something that could be done. But I stuck to my guns and everything that everybody laughed at me for is everything they love about me now. So
so, you going crazy, bro. Keep doing your thing for sure.
I appreciate that.
So you've been dropping. Like I said back early in the interview, I said you got a lot of projects out. Like, what's
Yeah,
your favorite album you created so far? Like, out of all the albums, if you could just choose one project to show somebody, like, what would that be though? Like, to represent you as an artist.
it's funny you say that. One of my all-time favorites is probably I got a project called Who is Kel James. That's probably one of my favorites, but it's because like that's the most rawest version of me because I was going through so much shit at that time.
Right,
I had just lost my aunt and all of that, so it was just a lot going on. Like a lot of that was just me trying to grieve and trying to internalize things and or even me trying to get some of it out.
for
So
sure.
if I was to pick a project and just say start with this one, I would say start with Who is Kel James and then work your way from there.
Okay, I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. So, I read in your bio. Well, I don't really have to read your bio. I know you from Roseland. You said that. And you from Sibley, basically. So, how has
Yeah.
Roseland Sibley made you like the artist and man you are? Like, you have to like explain it. How has that built your character? Built you up to be like a better man, an artist and stuff like that.
So the thing what's what so with Roseland, like that's pretty much like the foundation. That's what my my parents are from. That's where my grandmother lives. Well, my father's parents. That's where they from. That's where they live. And I spent a lot of time over there. My aunt, I got an auntie. She got 9 kids, so she lived on that block too. So just growing up around them and with a lot of my cousins being so much older than me, I was privy to see a lot. And granted, yeah, I grew up a little faster than what I need to, but I don't take it as a negative thing. I feel
Okay,
like me seeing the things that I've seen kind of led me to doing music instead of other things.
I feel that,
and
man.
then and then as far as like Dalton is concerned, like me personally, a lot of people, it's a trend now. Everybody say like, oh, 147, Sib life and all this other shit. But when we was coming up, it was never cool to say that you was from there. Like everybody was just on some, oh, you from the birds, and you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
to see what it's become, it's cool, but I don't like the negative connotation of it. Like, I don't like that. Like, and then on top of that, like everybody has different definitions of what Dalton and Sibley is. Like, for me, Sibley is like, I know you're familiar with Ty Money. He go by Fat Money now, but
yes,
yeah,
sir.
like that's what I'm saying. That's Sibley to me.
Yeah,
That's the real Sibley. Like all that Harvey going into Dalton, and you know what I'm saying. Like it's like a certain feel to it, if you will. Like a lot of these kids just like it's the cool thing to do. Like nah, it's just oh, but
yeah,
it really meant the thing to us.
for sure.
Like we had pride to it, and I didn't know. Oh, we gotta show y'all we tough type of way. It's like, nah, like we from here, we got something to say. We just as dope as y'all city kids. You know what I'm saying? So
So I feel that.
that was yeah, like
So
that was
do you
my
think so do you think the younger generation kind of messed it up a little bit, like on how they look at Sibley though? Like,
I mean, yeah and no. Like I put it to you like this. I'm cool with it because you get guys like Hot Blocks J Mo. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
I'm cool with it from that aspect. You got Cowboy and yeah, like I'm cool with it from that aspect. You got artists that come and do big things. I'm cool with that aspect of it. What I'm not cool with is people that's using it for a negative connotation, like, oh, we sliding down the see it, we doing it. Like, no, like that's not what I'm. But then again, the generations is different. So, because I'm damn near 30, so
yeah,
the generations is different. Maybe it's not for me to understand because that's not my age bracket, no way. So,
sure. I feel that, bro. I respect that. So, if I got a dope question for you, bro. I said, if you put your
okay,
younger self in a booth with you today, like, how you think the song would sound, like track would sound? You put like you old Kel James with the new. How you think that track would sound? Though? Like,
man, all over the place. Because I feel like when I was younger, I was trying to do so many different things musically. Like I was so into testing limits and pushing envelopes back then that you know it would sound like totally all over the place. And then like with me being younger, a lot of the things that I believe in today, I didn't care about then. So it's like it'll be man, that'll be a track though for sure.
that's fire. That's fire, man. So
Yeah,
I know you wrote a lot of bars, man. I know you wrote a lot of bars in your years. What's one bar
yeah.
you wrote that you felt like people slept on that went over their heads? You can name one bar that you had. Like,
Um, hmm. Oh, let me see. I even say it. Oh, these rappers flopping, hoping that they'll sell again, claiming they vets, but their albums moving like gelatin. Yeah,
you feel like that's one that slept that went over their heads. I feel you, bro.
yeah. I feel like that's a dope one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
nice.
everybody claiming they vets, but their album moving like gelatin.
Yeah,
Like
they
it's
not saying.
just it's stationary. Like when you poke some jello or some
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
yeah,
I definitely feel
that's
that though.
one.
That's fire though. So man, like what advice would you give like a younger engineer and producer that's trying to get in the game and like be in the same position you is, be in the same position that you in right now? Like
The advice I would give is to stick to your guns. Stick to your guns and don't be afraid, man. Like, so what that the artist got a name and he a somebody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, none of that matters. Like when it comes to making art, if you got an input, if the idea is good, the artist gonna take it.
for sure,
That's one thing I do know. It don't matter if you Joe Blow from down the street. If you got something that's different or innovative, the artist gonna always take it. So just don't be afraid. Stick to your guns. Don't let nobody trick you out of it. Because that was one of my biggest things, like coming up with it. Like everybody wanted to be outside doing whatever that they was doing, and everybody criticized me for like wanting to be behind the boards and doing music. But most of the people that had their opinions, I mean, their lives ain't, it ain't the
yeah,
best.
for sure. How you doing your thing, man. You shining. You got your own studio. You just dropped the album. That's fire. So, like, I got another question. This is like, what's really about Chicago, though, man, and a whole. How do you feel about the current state? How do you feel about the Chicago music scene, like the underground scene? How you feel about that? Like, you got like to sum it up in words, in your opinion, though, from your viewpoint. You feel me? Like,
I mean, to be honest with you, without pens, but if you ask me, I feel like the underground scene is pretty dope, man. Like it's a lot of artists that's so talented that don't get that shine. But me being an engineer, what I start understanding is like a lot of the artists that's really talented, they don't have the budget or the funds. And it's so annoying because it's like you got these artists that's not good with all of these big budgets. And it's like, bro, if you just gave that money to the people, some of the people that I've come across that's so talented, bro, the game would be a lot different. The landscape of Chicago music, not just hip hop, would be different.
for sure, for sure. I definitely feel that, man. I feel like we gotta like start staying together more, helping each other more, for sure. Especially in
Yeah.
Chicago. I feel like our scene should be like Atlanta or something. We got a lot of dope artists. We should like come together like
See,
them. Even
but
though a lot
see,
right
but the
now,
thing is, so what makes a city like Atlanta different from Chicago is like, yeah, we could come together like in Atlanta, but the problem is we don't have the infrastructure here. Like, like for example, Atlanta, you got music executives and labels that live down there and stuff like that. Like even in LA, like a kid from Compton, like Hollywood is in your backyard. You see what I'm saying? But like up here, it ain't really nothing for us to like. We can't go to a jet. We can't walk to a Def Jam. We
that's
can't. You
fact.
know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing
Yeah,
like that here for us.
for
And I
sure.
just feel like if we had infrastructure, that definitely the tide would change. But
Yeah,
that's
that's
just
we got to we really got to get it out the mud though, for sure. Being in Chicago, uh,
yeah. And that's why I always tell Chicago artists like if you could gain some attention here, you can gain some attention anywhere, bro. Cause
that's facts though.
uh,
Hey, Lando. So I got another question for you, bro. So that's a good one actually. Do you think drill rap kind of messed up Chicago though? Like, in your opinion, like,
in
do
what
you
terms?
like as far as like music and
If
like
we
as far
talking music,
mu-
yes.
music wise and just and life wise too, music wise and just living life wise too. Feel me? Like
Well, I
everyday.
put well, I'm gonna tell you like I tell everybody else, as far as life goes, the city of Chicago has always been a war zone and a battlefield. It was like that when we was kids. It's just we're the adults now and we privy to it. That's the only thing that's different. Chicago has been a gangster city since Al Capone in the 20s and 30s. Like it ain't there's nothing different than like yeah, the music made it popular, but it's like it's always been the same.
For sure.
And
I
then as
feel like
far as music, the only problem I have with the music is like, okay, everybody's so quick to like do drill and it's like I don't I don't know. Me personally, I just don't see drill being super lucrative in the long run of things, like I feel like it's gonna turn the tide where everybody tired of shoot 'em up, bang bang. You know what I mean? Like everybody so focused on like I feel like that's why everybody turning to TikTok, like
For
doing
sure.
the dances, like trying to do fun things.
I definitely feel that, man. You ain't lying about that. So I got another question for you. So if you could collab with one artist, who would that be? Like you got one artist to pick out of all the artists in the world. Like you just one artist to pick the collab with. Who would you want to work with though?
Um, probably probably for real.
For real? Okay.
Yeah, probably for real for sure.
Which that'd be fine. Why you say for real though, to all the artists though and producers stuff like that?
But the thing for real is like I would just love to pick his brain just to see like how do you pick sounds? Like how do you put these sounds together? Like how do you what clicks in your head to say maybe we should put this bell right here instead of right there?
For sure.
Because like the thing with for real is like he has a very unique sound to him. Like even with him doing the Clips album,
So
like
the
the
collab,
beat for So Be It.
yeah,
Like the beat for So Be It is so simple, but it's so brilliant at the same time.
yeah, he killed that man. He killed that whole
Yeah,
album.
like but that's what I mean. Like sometimes people get caught up in like, oh, it has to be this big production. Sometimes for real, it just pick two or three sounds and and it'll just come out decent how it's supposed to.
For sure. So man, so what you got dropping next? Got any new music coming out next? I know you dropped the album, but like, are you working on something else? And who you about to who are you working with now? Like in the studio, like you got some,
That's, so right now, like I'm not really like working with any artist exclusively, but I um I got a bunch of clients that's just coming through, recording new stuff and trying to see where that goes. And then as far as music goes for me, I got a bunch of stuff that I've just been recording. I don't have a plan to necessarily do a project, but I got a lot of songs I just been recording, just trying to get ideas out, stuff like that.
for sure, man. I feel that, man. Well, keep doing your thing, bro. Thanks for coming on here, man. Definitely appreciate you. You definitely doing your thing. Keep going crazy, man. Keep putting on for the city.
For
Dogs in Chicago
sure.
putting on for us. You already know what time it is. Y'all get into it, my boy Jvmes. I'm gonna drop this interview tomorrow. Appreciate you for coming on. Let's go. Love,
Most
bro.
definitely. All right.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah.